not a good day to be outside, but work carries on. Right, I'm coming to the shed. Right. Possibly one of the downsides of opening your life up and showing what you do on YouTube or on TikTok or whatever is the fact that there are people out there that want to see you fail and want to see you not succeed at what you do. And we have one or two of those people that try to report us for almost everything we do. We know who it is as well. We know who it is. And whilst I feel for those people, that it's quite sad that they spend their time in their life looking at what I'm doing or looking at what we're doing here to try to bring us down. It just gives me more determination. So this morning, we had a visit from the planning enforcement people. We knew they were coming. They contacted us, let us know they were coming. And because we have been reported for a couple of things, which they sometimes seem to think is breach of planning. And the guy, they got a real nice guy. And we took him and showed him the points that he had reports about, and gone away more than happy, and is like, so sorry for wasting your time. Sorry about that, shouldn't be here. Sorry about that. So I do find it quite funny. I do find it quite sad that people take the time and effort to try to drop us in it, when all we're trying to do is get on, make a living, employ local people. But believe you me, the determination that gives me is unreal. Particularly that we're not doing anything wrong. The council are aware of that, the local planning authority are aware of that, and it's all good. So, yeah, quite comical. So the people that do this, and we know they watch YouTube. We know they watch YouTube. We know who they are, and so crack on, carry on. I'm glad that my life is so entertaining to you all. So keep watching. And hopefully they've subscribed as well. Anyway, there we go. Onwards. With a smiling Michael. Meanwhile over here, we've got a tractor that's been got ready for hire. I was going out this morning with lunchtime with a grain trailer, silage trailer. And then we've got another tractor that's not back here yet. That one's just waiting for a service to be done. So another tractor's not back here yet. I hope the customer does get back here quite quickly with it, because it's due out again. So we've got quite a big workload, but Lee's busy there preparing this one. Excuse me, sorry. Our workshop's going to turn a bit of a mess at the moment. We've got a big tidy up here, but the guys have been really busy with it. But anyway, so this tractor's been sorted. And we're on it, so we do need to have a bit of a tidy up. I think that's be my weekend job, I think. There we go. Back in the shed now, and I'm beginning to think this interior design game is harder than it looks. What do you think, Lee? Is interior design harder than what it looks?
I think so.
That's a bit darker grey, isn't it? That's kind of...
I think it's getting there.
I reckon another 15 coats of trial and error, we'll have what we want, won't we?
I reckon we might just, yeah.
Wait till we get to the floor next.
Oh yeah, great.
The floor paint is here, by the way.
Oi.
Yeah. Look at that. Saturday morning and we're in the yard. Daniel still thinks it's dark. But we're on to tank cleaning today. So, getting these tanks cleaned out internally, ready for our customers. Morning, Daniel.
Afternoon, Michael.
It's not that late.
It's not that late, no, I was late.
It's not that. No, how are we doing today? Feeling good?
Feeling positive, yeah.
Weather's better than yesterday.
Slightly.
But yes. So Daniel had a big trade up in the yard yesterday, which moved a lot of things around, which is good. So we've got some space again now. It tends to get shrinks, doesn't it, out of this yard? But when having the yard out the back now makes a massive difference, doesn't it? Massive difference. So when we get that shed finished as well. So yeah, we're on it. So job's looking good. First thing in the morning is try and get some order back in the workshop here. We've had a crazy time. Not been here for 4 days, we had to technical, etc. So we need to get back to order and start getting some work done. Right, just thought, been thinking about, I visited yesterday from the planning enforcement people, our local council. And I kind of wonder what goes through the minds of the people that try to report you for doing things. Well, or grass you up. I would say grass you up in a way that grassing up someone I consider as someone who's done something, you're just reporting them. Well, we're actually quite clean and innocent with it all, really. So, but if you look at it another way, when we've had visits from these people before where we've been reported by the same people. Anyway, our local council, if you want planning advice, you have to pay them a consultancy fee. So, and that's, I don't know how much it is, but it's not cheap. So, but by getting a visit from the planning enforcement people, we have them here, we can pick their brains, talk to them about lots of different things, and it's all free. So, I suppose really there's a very positive side, isn't there really, of being reported, that you actually get a free consultation from your local council. True. So, but anyway, yeah, I don't know, am I looking at it the wrong way, or is that the right way? But what are people's thoughts on the fact that, I mean, we continually get reported, we've been reported to VOSA, pretty much all from the same people, we've been reported to health and safety, you name it, we've been reported to it. And every single time we get reported, we come out of it on the right side, because we've done nothing wrong. When VOSA came here, we did a video, I don't know, maybe a year or two ago on a day in the life of me. And I got reported because it was a long day and my working time directive. So DVSA rocked up here, went through everything, and they went through all my records. They went through my lorry records of driving. I wasn't even driving on this video at all that day. And I'd done 2 afternoons in about 2 or 3 months on the lorry. That was it. And they were in a way, look, we're really sorry, we wasted your time, really sorry we shouldn't have been here. But yeah, but then we get left alone because those have been here and they think, oh, that's great, you know, GCS sounds good. So yeah, so whatever goes through the mindset of these people, we're not really that bothered because to be fair, we tend to come out of it on the right side, so job's good. As many of you know, GCS has been doing fuel tanks and fuel storage systems for many, many years now. And it's kind of late, I think, as people are scrabbling to find additional income for their farm, their business, their machinery, whatever they're trying to do. We've seen more and more people start doing fuel tanks and send them on online selling platforms. And coming on there, sort of probably cheaper than maybe us, it's cheaper than other people. Now, great, it's their prerogative. But what I'm going to say to people, if you are going to buy a tank online or from that, just ask the questions. Have they actually bothered to clean it out properly? Have they actually gone to the length of actually testing it, etc.? So, whilst we may never be the cheapest, we generally believe we do the job properly. And as you can see, there, that's in that bit there. That's kind of the residue we get in tanks, and we're just clearing it out. And then this is the standard that we get it to. You can see there's the difference from. Oh, hang on. Don't drop phone in tank. Hoovered, not hoovered. So if you do go online and buy a tank from somewhere else, just ask the question: have they actually gone? Have they done a thorough job, as young Daniel here, on a wet, cold, miserable Saturday morning?
Nothing better than cleaning that diesel tank.
Job's got to be done, though, isn't it, Daniel? You know, we know we're on it. But no, it's just obviously cheap isn't always better, and we stand by what we sell. So if you are online, if you are on some of the online platforms of buying something, just ask the buyer, or even ask them proof. I mean, we kind of photograph what we do a lot of the time, so just
very expensive putting dirty things in the machine to make sure it's clean.
It can make very, very expensive, yeah. The trouble is, some people out there are after a quick pound selling something and not actually bothering to do the job properly. And the trouble is, we won't ever be the cheapest, but what we do try to do is sell them something.
Right, it's wrong.
Quote, who was that quote by?
That was Guy Martin, that one.
Guy Martin, very true. Anyway, I'll let you get on with your hoovering. just to reinforce that, we also hire a lot of tanks and bowsers out. So, and we never know a tank, for example, we've got tanks that are sat over there. Now, we would happily hire any one of those tanks there, and someone wants to come collect this morning, it would go out and hire. So, if it was from a hire point of view, would we want to hire out a dirty tank and get complaints from a customer about that? So, it's in our interest to make sure they're clean, but it's just the fact that we are seeing an increasing number of, I'm not going to say competitors because I don't think they are, but other people doing tanks and bowsers and selling them online. But are they doing the job good? So I just thought, I mean, I'm just trying to kind of share my point of view on that one. What do you think? Oh, what do you think? Because I believe it's important. In fact, I know it's important. So yeah, so that's why we do it. One point I will clarify on that last bit. I have a good working association with a friend of mine, James Atfield, down in near Hawley in East Sussex, and I know James does his tanks the same standard as ours, so I certainly wouldn't implying that we're the only one. James is a very reputable machinery dealer down near Gatwick, and I know he sells tanks, and I also know that he actually cleans them out and does a proper job. So James, if you're watching, I am. Oh, hang on. Yeah, James, if you're watching, just so you know, so this comments aren't aimed at you. You know that. I think we spoiled Daniel here with lots of toys because he's now got a road sweeper to sweep the yard with, and you're intrigued by it, aren't you? So the Unimog's out of fashion now, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Very much so. You want the sweeper and a little dumper. That's true, yeah. So there we go. So Daniel's going to go and have a play with his Swingo 200. Right, we keep getting asked about the pond last year that, or this year, earlier on this year, that we had the leak in. And obviously having the dry summer, we've never really had the rain to start to fill it. But anyway, the rain we've had lately, the water level has risen. So I really am hoping that we may have found the problem and solved it. I don't know. It'll take a little bit longer yet to see if it keeps rising, but it has risen probably about a foot, so, and it seems to be maintaining that level at the moment, so fingers crossed that problem's been solved. I appreciate it still kind of looks a bit of a mess at the moment. This walkway here I left in to get to the island, we're going to put a bridge across from here, and then put a nice seating area on the island. This bit of dirt here we left in purely to get access across for the moment. Whether we need to put a landing pad for the bridge, I don't know, whatever, yet we'll work that out as we go. But this will probably dig out at a later date. Or maybe not, maybe just leave it in, let the water go to the top of it. Or just knock it about a bit so it's got more for the habitat for the fish. But without a doubt, hopefully you can see the level has risen and there's bits of grass there all underwater. So, just hoping this fills up and get the island finished, get the bridge in, and then it kind of just adds to the garden. So, because when this ground here gets wet, you can't come out, you can't drive on it, it really does churn up. So we're quite relieved that we've got the graveyard finished. All the stuff sorted out, so I think we're kind of winning. The big pond is also filling up, and it normally comes right up to the top of the bank here, there. But the dry summer we have, it's dropped a little bit, but it's certainly filling up again now. I think again this has probably risen about a similar amount as that one down there, 300 mil thereabouts. So it's quite nice. The fish are all in there doing what they do. We come and feed them once or twice a week. So looking forward to getting that sorted. So I do enjoy walking out here. This gives me my moments of peace and quiet, which I find invaluable, absolutely invaluable, to come out here and just have a walk and walk my dogs. So I feel very privileged to be able to do that. Very privileged indeed. So we're starting to collect a few trailers back now. Returning. A few here have already got washed and serviced, ready to go. Got a new sign marking put on, but whether or not some of those may be sold. So we're not going to rush and do that yet. Work out what our fleet renewal will be. Flat trailers there. Oh yes, the answer to the quiz we did the other day. There's a few more. Another 6 trailers here that come back. And there was an awful lot more due back. In fact, this yard certainly won't be big enough to store them all, without a doubt. We have got the yard at the front. Anyway, right. The answer to this question, the quiz that we set the other day. So it's probably easy to see the trailer now it's on the floor. And as you can see, it's got the welded framework on it with these different things. And it had boards. I think it's got a bit rotten and tired there to you can divide up for length of things you put in here. And it is actually a trailer for carrying scaffolding. These trailers go out to sort of large projects where you've probably got scaffolders on site. Your big, I'm going to say kind of your power station jobs or motorway construction where they're doing lot of scaffolding work and they need to on-site scaffolders. So the idea of this trailer is you can have all the different compartments for your different size poles and your boards. It's moved around site, and then you have the clip storage, various different clips in the front. So we've even gained a bit of scaffold tube and we bought it. There we go. So we're going to get this trailer. We're going to take the bottom timber off. We're going to shop blast it, do the brakes, lights, everything else on it, get it back looking like new again, and add that to the hire fleet. It's not a common thing to hire out, but there are customers that do have them, and we're hoping that they start to use We're hoping that they start to use GCS for that. So anybody look out for a scaffold trailer to hire, or even buy, we would consider selling it. Or to hire or buy, please let us know. But this certainly will be adding to the hire fleet to broaden the range of what we do. Right. Here we look, trailers. That blade looks well. The paint's shining on that one. Looks really good. It's really good. So another one there. I think they've been well washed. They look very beside you. Just noticed this Bailey trailer comes with the red on the back of it, and that one doesn't. So that must be an optional extra. That's and down the sides that one's got the yellow on it. So that must be an optional extra. And maybe we might do that one the same. But they do look quite well, don't they? So. Okay, so thank you very much to everyone who watches our videos on this beautiful Sunday. It's so beautiful. 2 or 3 days of really horrible weather, storm weather, and now it's just beautifully calm, tranquil. The yard looks like it's been washed off with the rain, so job's good. Right, thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for all the new subscribers we're getting, and thank you for all the comments we get. So thank you very much appreciated. We do read all the comments. Can't answer them all, obviously. Try to, but we can't. So thank you very much anyway for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.